Well, the good news is we got jumps waist high now.
All right, so we got the hole sealed up in there, kind of welding around the mountain, getting that to build up. Hunter's gonna keep welding on that. We're gonna yank some undercarriage off this dozer, jumping around again. That's what this video is all about. Welcome back to CNC Equipment's YouTube channel. Hey, I got the money shot, bud. Yeah, you're gonna have girls all over you now. He's taking those, is that right? I don't think you like that. Anyway, we got something a little different for you today. We've always got these little short jobs. Short? Like this one right here? Oh. We've always got these little short jobs that we're always doing. It's not really long enough to film, but we're just going to throw a bunch of them in here. So you guys probably see us working on a dozer, idler, excavator, who knows what also. This is a dozer we sold a while back. Come in with a leak. It's kind of weird. I've never seen one do this before, but it's first time for everything. So way down here in the depths, we got this steel tube. I'll get this paper off here. I got this steel tube that feeds one of the drive motors on this hydrostatic transmission. You guys can see that seam right there. It actually split and blew out in that seam. The funny thing is it does not do it while it's just driving around. You got to put it under a load pushing dirt or something before it actually starts leaking. So how you doing way down there?
Almost there.
Huh. Do we need to lift the seat up first? Or pleasure here?
I need an in-between extension.
Oh, this does not look fun. So there's the line way down there. We might have to use the air hammer and bust the nut loose. First thing we need to do is pull a vacuum on the transmission tank before we have a big old flooded mess. You just want to have a big mess, didn't you?
Here's party button.
Alright, we got our oil drain canister set up as a vacuum right now. You guys can hear that. I've got an adapter made to go into our tank. Right up here.
You don't have a shop vac like here, perfect?
Oh, we don't have a shop vac? Hold that. Shop vacs will work.
They will in a pinch.
Okay, we got vacuum.
Now we just got to make it work. Hey, Bub, I got your wrench on here.
Do you?
Yeah. I just need your muscles.
Is that the chief? Which way does it go?
That away.
Which way? This
Come on,
way?
muscles. You got
That
this.
way?
Yeah.
Which one do you want?
Backside of it.
Somebody put the seat up.
Is this why we need to put the seat up?
You try to air hammer it?
Nope. Alright.
You get to it or you want me to? You put that right in front of your face?
Yeah.
Nobody can see what you're doing.
Well, neither can I.
Hold something over.
That's the best part. Neither can I. I was in the right spot. Okay.
Can it move?
Yep. You get it?
No, but we got oil leaking. We need a pair of like channel locks or something. What'd you say?
So this is like power block TV.
Oh, got it all loose?
Yeah, I got it all loose. You
I
can
was
go in there.
busy unloading the excavator. Then the guy run out of gas in his pony motor. He needs gas. Got to hold everybody's hands. Okay. You ready to come out?
So when you're trying to get rid of one of these lines, the first thing you gotta do is take out your bolts. You
I hear
talk
it.
like you're on power block.
I hear it gurgle, and it's like you broke the suction.
Boy, you're strong.
I know. I just take those loose with my fingers.
How'd you do that?
I got good guys behind the scenes. You wiggle jiggle it. Sausage fingers.
Sausage arm.
You go back to working on that G series. Is it turning? Somebody probably jammed it up with an air hammer.
I spun it around a couple.
Alright, while my hands are clean for a second, I did get the old one out. I ended up taking a plate down, pulling the hose down, and getting it loose here. But here's the old fitting. I'm going to put you guys down here. I don't know if you can see. But right through there is a very fine crack. Hey, can you see that on TV, bud?
What's that?
It's cracked.
Yeah.
Right there. How was lunch?
Somebody just bought a bunch of pieces.
They did. We have one of the freight companies. We should call it XPO. XPO Freight bought us lunch today, so good job, XPO.
Good people.
So yeah, we pulled that hose way down here in the depths, and now I gotta get all greasy again and put this new one on. So I thought, you guys can see there's a seam right here where they're welded. I assumed it would have split out that way. It's definitely split the other way. Very strange. Never seen that happen, but I guess it's the first for everything. So we're gonna get this thing rested back up here in here and get her tightened down. All right, we got that dude fixed. Got that line back in there and tightened up. It's hard for you guys to see, but I'm gonna take it out and test it out a little bit. We got to build a couple super sweet gravedigger jumps, don't we? You guys, I don't know what order you see these videos in, but I did get a new gravedigger truck. It's pretty sweet, isn't it?
It is.
We were doing backflips off the blade, but
Hey, Bub, how long have you been driving this for?
what, 5 seconds?
That's right.
Brand new
But
truck.
we got to do what we got to do. Come on, backflip warrior.
I'm gonna take it out there, make sure there are no leaks, shove a couple jumps up like I said. And then we're on to the next project, whatever that is. So might be yanking tracks off that. Might be working on the idler. We don't know. If you guys like seeing this stuff like this, let us know in the comments and we'll do some more videos like this.
Guy buys a remote control car. Can't ever get him to come back to work now. He claims he's testing to see if it leaks. But I can already see what he's doing. He's got a gravedigger ramp going here, folks. Hi, Bob. What you doing? That's right. That's how we get onto the track now. I see a lot of broken parts in our near future. We're just checking to make sure it doesn't leak. That's all we're trying to do. We're not actually building a freestyle track. the good news is we got jumps waist high now. Bad news is I don't think Gravedigger's gonna last very long. Hey, Bob. I think we got the dozer fixed.
You did, isn't it nice to have a dozer?
Yeah, sure is nice to have a fixed dozer.
We'll be ready for the show later tonight.
Good thing he ain't coming till later today.
You think that dozer's big enough?
Maybe.
I like how our tracks evolved from the circle track to the monster jam track to...
Well, hey, Bob. Sometimes we evolve just a little bit.
We gotta...
We're thrill seekers.
We need to put the floorboard back in that.
Okay. All right, let's go back to work. What's worse than having the cops show up? Having your boss show up. Hi, Bub.
Hey, what are you doing?
Hey, we were just testing it. It leaked under pressure, so we had to see if it was leaking under pressure.
I think that's what...
Yeah, we're going to get the floorboard on it, and we're done, and we're going to the next job.
Which is what?
One of these projects in here.
As long as we're not making more parking.
No, not Ford parking, that's for sure. Uh-oh. 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 Gonna have a showdown here, bub. Hey, backflip. Backflip. I've seen remote control cars do it. I think the Raptor can do it. All
right, Hunter showed up from football practice. He's driving a dozer around, getting all warmed up, make sure we don't have any leaks or anything. But next project we're working on is a idler off a Touring 6620 LC-7 excavator. I know most of you have never heard of those. They quit making them probably 35 years ago, but I'll drop a picture up of one here. Originally they were Bantam. You guys have probably seen Bantam stuff maybe on Diesel Creek's page, yellow drag lines and stuff, but Touring bought out Bantam, and I think around the early 90s or something they folded up. I think Terex may have acquired them. Anyway, cannot find parts for them. This is a front idler off that excavator that I just threw up in the picture. It's a local guy here. The bearing is plumb out of it. I don't know if you guys can see that thing moving around, but unfortunately they do not make any parts. We couldn't find any. I had several people looking, called some dismantlers that had some used equipment, didn't have anything. Even called up the guys down there at Trucker Track. We thought we found a couple in Spain, but the measurements are off a little bit, so there's nothing for them, period. So what we're going to do, spend a lot of time. That's what's bad about these situations. The local guy, I've spent several hours researching and everything else, so, and it's hard to charge people for that kind of time. But sometimes you gotta do the right thing and just get something and get it done. So this, the closest thing I could find, this is a Cat 320 idler. Even dates back into the 90s and some of the almost current stuff. So, but the diameter is pretty close to the same, width's the same. We're a little bit wider here in the pockets, the width of this. But I had the customer measure his pocket, so we still should have about a 1/2 inch of clearance. We're about a 1/2 inch longer here. But I'm guessing, old as this machine is, his tracks are probably wore out. So the only issue is this is basically his yoke. We've got to get it bolted to here. I don't know if you guys can see, but we've got a different bolt pattern. It's a little wider, and that idler rode back in this so long it actually blowed a hole in here in the grease adjuster. That's where you pump grease in it at. There's a piston there that pushes it out. But so if we get that to fit, we're gonna have to weld that up and seal that cavity all back up again. So I'm just trying to get him up and going. So we'll get a game plan figured out for these holes. I'm gonna make an adapter plate or something. So are you ready? Just don't look fun. All right, you guys probably can't tell on camera, but our bolt pattern's a little different. This is wider and narrower this way. So I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna make an adapter plate out of some 1/2 inch steel with some bolts down through here. We may even weld the adapter plate to this idler. So I guarantee this idler, it'll probably be the last time it ever sees daylight in this machine. It's getting so old, so being you can't get no parts anywhere for it. Most of the people I talked to said they're mostly all gone in junkyards. So I'm sure somebody out there knows somebody that's got one, but that's going to outlast the machine. So we're going to make it where at least this piece is probably going to unbolt off of it. The adapter plate may not well off the idler, but if the idler goes bad, we can always make another one. But I doubt we or anybody else is ever going to see that again since it's so old. So I think I'll get to making a adapter plate. Somebody's got a lot of welding to do. Is that you or your brother?
I could do it. I don't know. I'll do it.
Alright, so we got the hole sealed up in there, kind of welding around the mountain, getting that to build up. Hunter's going to keep welding on that. To do it in increments, I got, where'd my glasses go? Got some steel up here. We're going to cut a plate out. I had to put water back in our plasma table. You guys been watching our videos. We're getting a new plasma table, and guy's coming to pick it up in about 2 days. So I had it all cleaned out for him, but fortunately we got to cut a couple more parts out here before he comes and gets it. My new one shipped from Canada, so there'll be more coming up on that. So there's a little piece we got. So we got to put some studs in these holes here.
Cam. Oh, it makes a movie come out.
You know that your video with the whale turd comment come out yesterday?
Did it?
Yeah. There was a lot of your 52 pounds or gallons.
Oh
it
yeah.
was.
Yeah.
That reminded me of that.
I'll be dipped.
Alright, well it's cutting out, cooling off. Hunter's still over welding. We're going to yank some undercarriage off this dozer, jumping around again. That's what this video is all about.
Sure.
So, Hunter's running this thing around, got it all warm. I want to make sure and check for leaks because it was pretty dirty and stuff. Randy did an awesome job washing it. We're going to put new undercarriage on this thing, but what we're going to do, we're going to cut these tracks off because they're toast, original tracks on this thing. It's pretty clean, older dozer. But Kevin's going to paint it. So we're going to cut the tracks off of it, put new sprockets on it. Everything else is good on it. We got new track pads and rails laying out there for it. Kevin's going to paint it all naked, aren't you?
Naked.
We'll use Big Mo forklift to move it around. So we'll cut the tracks, put new sprockets on it. He'll paint it all, and then we'll put nice new shiny tracks and black pads on it after paint. That way she'll be looking pretty.
Fan gonna come off the ceiling?
I don't know, but if that fan comes off the ceiling, we're going to be dead. So, Mr. Kevin's putting in our super cool studs. I got this plate going to go in there. We're going to weld those studs to that plate. Then do the same thing for that piece. So. Well, Bubby. Hunter's over there cutting some tracks off the dozer. I told him I'd let him practice on one before I showed him on national television. Even though we're talking about him.
Okay.
Got her? Ready? I'm ready. I'm letting you practice on that one. I'm letting you practice first.
What you got going on here, bub? You about ready?
Yeah, you ready?
About ready to show the world what you're made of? Here we go. Did you get her, bub?
I got the other side.
Gold star.
I don't know.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You know, I'll fix that. A hammer.
Hey, bub.
Did I cut the wrong one?
Well, I think you're all right. Just needs a hammer. Okay. Good job.
All right, we got our little adapter plate welded up. We got studs in there welded around it. It's not perfect, but I think it will hold just fine. There's really no tension on the idler plate. It's always force pushing against it, so it should hold just fine. So Hunter's been welding on that. We got to let it cool down. We don't get it too hot because there's some seals down in the bottom. But guys are jacking the tractor up. You just seen Hunter yank the, cut the traction seal on that. We're gonna drag those out here in a second.
Whoa.
Easy there, King Cobra.
It's trying to get wild.
Bob.
Are you hitting it with your purse?
I'm not right-handed. Hey, Bob, let me see it. I'm right-handed. Is that my ears, or is that just...
No, it's still making that noise. Let's take the bolts off the other side and we'll start it up and put her in low gear and give her the tappy tap as it goes around in circles.
Why?
That's what smart people would do.
No. We want everyone to know we're working.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Everyone. Like people in
Iowa right now. Let's wait. Did the earthquake not take those bolts off again?
It took every single one except for one.
Then we had to pull out old Snappy, huh?
He did.
Yeah, that was already broke free.
Okay. That's what you say every time.
Hey. Just use it. Hey, we got more important things to do. There's a storm coming.
It's only 3:30, but
that's a storm the size of Indiana coming.
That's some bad stuff coming, so we better go out and test this new Gravedigger truck.
Gravedigger.
Party's over.
You can't beat RC cars.
It'll still be here tomorrow.
Hopefully.
But I mean, it's not gonna blow us down. We better put this pallet of bolts and nuts inside so they don't get all rusty.
Yeah. It's starting to blow.
Maybe it'll rain all that Canadian smoke away. Alright, it's getting ready to blow a big old storm in. If you guys can see, we're going to play a little bit here at the end of the day. Everybody's got the cars out. This guy's seen the new ramps we made a while ago. Freaking windy out here, bud.
Well, we got remote control cars to play with.
I can't see anything. Oh my gosh, it's so windy. That is windy out here. Are we supposed to be getting a tornado? Hi. Boys, it is crazy, crazy windy. Why is it so freaking windy out here?
I don't know, Bob.
Oh, I'll tell you what, don't get out there 'cause that dirt blows right on.
Randy went over that and it just blew his truck back like this.
I hit him with mine.
Yeah, he launched it straight into me.
Oh my gosh, it's windy.
I was going straight, and then it just went in.
Randy, that's not really that kind of a truck jump, Randy. Send it.
Well, go ahead and do that in the wind. My car went like that.
It's getting a little dark, but old Grave Digger's lights are still on. Sorry, Randy. I'm gonna have to crawl in one of these old Ford trucks. You blew the tire out, I heard it. Oh, that's not good.
I didn't even do anything either. I didn't do anything.
That's weak. Alright, we got rained out outside. Well, is this how we work in the shop now? We have no power. We got the shop truck lights on. Got a bunch of dead trucks. I guess we're pretty much done for the day because we have no power.
Yeah.
Bob, we got a backflip jump out there.
Yep.
Ready for your car.
Sweet going on the back foot.
We'll be back tomorrow. Alright, good morning. We're back at it again today. If you seen last night about 4 o'clock, our power went out and it is still out. Those winds that come through when we were driving remote control cars were plumb crazy. This is that windy it got. It actually blew this lid up on this propane tank. We've been without power here since 4 o'clock. It's like 6:30 this morning. I don't have any power at my house. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But those winds messed up a bunch of stuff. So the show's still got to go on though. All right, even though the power's off, the show's still got to go on. You guys probably can't see me because it's dark in here, but we got to get all these doors up. Of course, they're on electric garage door openers, so we got to mess with that. We got people coming to pick up equipment this morning that we worked on. It's actually Friday here too, so beautiful morning, maybe. All the freaking Canadian smoke's moved away, but yeah, we've still got ways. I've got service truck, that air compressor on it, generator, and all that good stuff. So we'll probably finish that little welding project. We got a transmission to build on a Dozer in here, but we'll get these doors open and get going here this morning. All right, I got one door open, so only like 10 more to go. As soon as I get this done, you know what's going to happen. The power's going to turn on, but we got Kevin's little painting left here. This is always the fun part, trying to get through all these trucks. Got a big old record truck in here. So I don't know if you guys can see how windy that was yesterday in that we was racing those smoke control cars, but it was strong enough. It was trying to blow me over, and that basically happened throughout the whole area. I live 6 miles from here, and my power's been out too since like 4 o'clock yesterday. So yeah, it's interesting to say the least. missing a little cable on this one. Let's unhook those, raise the doors up. So I've got a couple forms of air for these guys are staying on the truck today. You guys have probably seen, I'll show you out here, this big compressor unit. I always like to have backups no matter what you do. So you guys have seen this. This is actually a big Ingersoll Rand. It's a 250 CFM air compressor. So it puts out 250 cubic feet per minute, which is a bunch. We've got another one back here we use for sandblasting. Again, I like to have backup systems. So this thing only puts out like 105, 110 psi of air, but you guys might notice we've got a hose that actually connects into our shop here. So another thing it requires a lot of air that my compressor can't keep up with is this blast cabinet that the guys use sometimes. So we'll just fire this thing up, supply air to that blast cabinet, but I also can feed the whole system in the shop with that. So 105 psi is plenty for our sanders and stuff like that. Now our impacts and stuff like that, we run 175 psi. So if we need more air, I can take my service truck and plug into the system and backfeed it that way. So, but always got different ways of doing stuff. Our door going up. Hopefully she stays there. These doors are heavy. They're 16 by 16 insulated. Got glass in them. But yeah, nice and pretty out this morning. I just gotta go do a few more doors and we'll be all done. Then the guys will probably show up. You guys were wondering what I was driving yesterday, that excavator. That's what I unloaded off the trailer. A 200D John Deere. That's what she was. Something we just got in. We got to go through, fix up, put up for sale. All this stuff you guys never see because there's just not that much to do to it. Notice this one's got a bucket that's wore out, so may try to find another bucket or fix that one. Needs some new shanks and stuff like that. So we'll go through and get her all fixed up, cleaned up. All right, got me a little block of wood there. Hopefully we can ramp this thing up in that doorway. Get in there and open up a couple of doors. I know what's going to happen. As soon as I get this open, the freaking power is going to come back on. Never fails. Alright, I got a couple more doors open in the shop here. We're gonna go get the service truck. It's got the welder and generator and all that good stuff on it. Guys are showing up to work. I was hoping the power would come on, but it's not yet. Hey bub, we ain't got no power.
I ain't got no power.
You got power?
Oh yeah, bub. All day.
I ain't got no power at home either.
Oh, well, it's probably up on them trees down here.
It might have something to do with it. How you doing, Tucker? Oh, snap. You lost your Harbor Freight light.
I don't even use that.
Tucker's welding up with the old stick welder today. Got the generator out there running. Shut the door because it's kind of noisy so you guys are here. Kevin's over up another door up. Randy's sanding. We got that compressor running. So, yeah, me and Kevin's going to start another video on rebuilding transmission outside, I guess. So, that's what you got to do. All right. We're actually started a video on working on the transmission, but before we get real deep in it, we're going to go ahead and throw this yoke on here. Tucker welded up.
I did this.
Kevin, you did this?
I did this.
Well, Mr. Tucker did all right for the stick welder. I think that should seal that up fine. We're going to stick this thing up on here and bolt her down. Just here for guidance. It's got that warm to it. Oh. You got a glove in there?
My glove.
Well, it's warm. Don't fit.
No.
looks like we knew what we were doing. I like it. Need some nuts. Lock washers will be good to go. Get some weld spatter on that one, bub. Probably with the packing machine. Hard to break them off, is that what you're saying?
I just know the guy that welded them.
Are you trying to make fun of me? This is what you do every time the camera's off. Them studs ain't going nowhere. Alright, there she is. A little modification. I wonder if we should weld that to the thing. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. Myself. We need to put his grease zerk back in there wherever it's at, Kevin. I don't know. I'm going to call the customer on that, and she will be golden. Maybe later today. The boys are coming back over. They're picking up a bunch of sticks and storm debris. Hunter and Mason, maybe we'll get those sprockets also. Let there be light.
That's right, bud.
We got power again. All right, got that done. The boys are going to take the sprockets off this dozer they started on yesterday. You going to fire this thing up and spin it, Hunter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone shipped my ear off last time.
Who did that?
I don't know.
Well, Randy's got the air compressor room again, so we kind of took an early lunch, and they got the power going while we was gone, so the boys are going to get those off there. Ready to stop. You did it, Mason. Can I get the other side? Alright, there she is. You guys watched the previous videos, you know we poured this concrete, put some steel down. That's one of the reasons why. So when they get done with that record truck, we'll just pick that thing up, move it on down in the prep and paint area. But I'm gonna have the boys hook the garage doors back up. I unhooked like 3 or 4 of them this morning for the dead power. So we're gonna hook that up. I think I'm gonna wrap this one up. You guys definitely let me know in the comments below if you like seeing this kind of random jump around stuff. Me and Kevin's over here doing a video on a transmission rebuild. You know what you're doing over here? I told these people to comment if they like our jump around video we did. That's
real day in the life.
That's about 8 hours of jumping back and forth. It was over 2.5 days, but if you guys want to see some more videos like that, let us know in the comments. But we're going to get back to rebuilding transmissions and maybe a little more monster truck action since it's not storming now.
Monster truck!
Later on. We'll catch you guys next time. We appreciate you watching.
This runs like a real monster truck. Oh man! Did you hear that? I did. Did you hear that freaking rock? Oh, Bob. Hey, there's a big puddle there. Let's try to clear that out for a little bit. Make it 10. Right, slow. Not bad, boy. Yeah.
Just have to hit it hard.
You hit it on a wheelie.
It looks like a bulldozer.
Man,